Nathan, I'm so glad you're back. I've been sitting here all week waiting to do this analysis video.
Yeah,
I haven't changed or anything.
I'm excited for it as well. We're using the audio setup that we're using for the podcast, and I locked you in here. I threw food through the door. Did you get it?
No.
No, you didn't get that food?
No.
All right, that's a good weight loss program you're on then. So let's go ahead and start the World Cup recap / predictions weekly show.
That's right. All about the analysis here.
I'm your host, Nathan Santo, joined as always by the Steven Seagal to my Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's Kevin Garber.
And
Kevin.
we're about to take this to the bank.
The blood bank.
The blood bank.
That's
2 blood bank jokes in a row.
Get
used to this.
My biggest disappointment of the FML podcast this week was no one picked like Hard Target, Demolition Man, or Last Action Hero for one of their best of 1993 movies.
Yeah, dude, that's they don't come at it with the hottest of takes.
You know what the best thing about Hard Target is the tagline. You don't want to hunt what you can't get. All right.
The best thing is it has a climactic battle inside of a Mardi Gras shed.
All right, here we go. Let's roll.
Right.
The Group A recap. The Pinche Chingones pulled off the W over the Misfits, and Mr. Jawa pulled off the W over Triangle Offense. You're going to see a lot of teams here with same scores because a lot of people played Friday, Sunday, 1 times Heredity, 5 times Hotel Artemis. The teams that really separated upwards were teams that had either double Sundays. Double Sundays was a big mover this week, or teams that played against people who played Saturday for some reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
I find relying on the other team to make mistakes is always a good idea.
Yeah. So this went.
Pro tip.
This went a little how we expected. I think I expected a little more from the Triangle Offense, but Mr. Jawa getting a little minor upset there. So we go on to week 2. Oh, and I skipped ahead, and I'm the worst. Okay, the Misfits are going to take on Triangle Offense. Kevin, you like the Misfits, starring my boy the Devil.
That's because I believe in the power of dancing.
Oh, nice. I like that. That sounds very positive and light.
And I'm not a big Zelda fan right now. I can't even download the new Zelda game, so I'm out on triangles.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on triangles just because triangles. I just think that they could be better than they're a power group I have high expectations for. How about that? We both picked Pinche Chingones. Features many people that we know very well.
Also, I figure home field advantage.
Yeah. Smell of napalm. Geek. I felt bad because I wanted to pick teams with only my friends on it, but I had to pick this one. So anyway, the next matchup, Los Compañeros pulling off a huge win, $575,000. I think that's one of the best scores in the whole competition.
That was the best score of week 1.
Yeah, two lots of double Sundays on their team. I know Backseat Directing pulled off a double Sunday. I'm sure he convinced his wife to do so as well, who's on his team. Ethelred the Unready. Mo Salah, Mo Problems pulled off the win over Real Mordor. Real Mordor had one of the lower scores I saw.
The lowest, as a matter of fact.
All right, there you go.
This was not a bit. We didn't work that out beforehand.
Then Los Compañeros, I'm going to pick them to beat Mo Salah, Mo Problems. Kevin, when did you go with Mo Salah?
I picked Mo Salah because I like their flag more.
Oh, all right.
That little crown it's really good.
The mustache with the sombrero is not doing it for you?
No, not as good, not as much.
All right, and then we both picked Revenge of the Fifth. Is this also a flag-based decision-making tree that you used?
No, Mordor always loses.
Yeah, they did.
I've seen all of the movies.
Yeah, they did not do so well at the end of Lord of the Rings. They definitely got the ring and put it right in the
no
mountain.
Defense.
Yeah, they didn't.
They got weak defense game.
They couldn't even defend against how tall is a Hobbit? Like 4'5"?
They were super busy in the front court. Completely forgot about the run back on the defense. It was like a George Karl team.
All right. Okay. So last week we had Group C, Project Mayhem, the defending champions, losing to Emerald City FC and led by Plexi. BGR and the students, my team, pulling off the victory as I carry my team on my back by being the only double Sunday player.
Even though we would have won without that.
Hey, you know what? We're not going to talk about that. We would have beat any team that played all Friday, Sunday.
Yes, in the scenario that didn't happen, you theoretically carried us.
The Doomsday Bunnies
Good you.
Getting the L. This next week, we've got BGR and the students taking on Project Mayhem. No surprise here. We picked our own team to win.
Yeah, that's good. Get used to that, folks.
It's going to happen every week. I'm never picking against myself. And then Emerald City FC, I'm going to pick them over Doomsday Bunnies. I think Plexi has joined the FML Discord, and I think I'm going to rep all my Discord peeps now.
And I don't think their flag looks very Doomsday-ish. It's very bunny, but no Doomsday.
Yeah, I picked it. That's my bad. Okay, Bread Factory #1 pulled off the win over the Dark Knights. The Rest in Peace Nerds Analyzer pulled off the V over the Puffs. Both close games, less than 4 million separating those teams. This week, Bread Factory will take on Rest in Peace Nerds Analyzer. We split on this one, Kevin. What do you think about Rest in Peace Nerds Analyzer?
Well, I'm more thinking about Bread Factory. Once you get about a week in, bread tends to start going bad.
Oh man, that's a good point. Now I'm regretting my decision to pick the Bread Factory. But
You
in
can analyze these things.
in reality, Bread Factory was one of the highest seeded teams coming into the tournament. I think that the raw talents should keep them rolling ahead. We both took the Dark
Did you
Knights.
just do a rolls pun? That was okay. Anyway, that was special.
I'm a dad, man. It's got to practice my dad jokes. And then the Puffs.
Why don't you make the other carbohydrate-based team then?
The thing about the Puffs is that they're kind of cheetahs and
Inconsistent.
Yep, that was a Chester Cheetah joke, Kevin.
Inconsistent.
That was a Chester Cheetah joke.
So we both picked the Dark Knights because we like D20s.
That's not even the right
I know.
flag, bro.
I'm just giving it
All
to
right,
you.
here we go. Fillionaires live the good life. Their 3 commas powered them to victory over Robot and Infocats. PK Blinders coming in over the Damned United by like a million. Really close matchup. Kevin, you took Fillionaires. They got our boy Phil's Fun Flicks.
Yeah, I also just think in general that's one of the stronger teams in the competition and one of the stronger flags in the competition.
Yeah, I picked PK Blinders because I'm really proud of the flag that I made. That's it. That's the only
Also,
reason.
you had to pick at least one of the teams that had an actual soccer name.
Yeah, that's
you have a quota to keep up.
pretty cool. We picked the tie for the Robot and Infocats versus the Damn United because it's Bane versus Ingy, so I didn't feel right picking either team to win.
Yeah, really, it's the same team.
So I'm rooting for a tie. Here we go. We got the People's Republic of Vertigo, Alessandro, Vertigo, the Valkyries, and Are We the Greatest in the World? They all played that lineup we talked about at the top of the show. They all tied. A strategy point here, Kevin. We talked about this before the tournament started. It's pretty poor strategy to have all 5 players play the same lineup. Would you agree with that?
Well, considering you're dumping one score, I think that makes a lot of sense at this stage when you're still in the group competition to have at least one outlier.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is that not all these teams you don't have to set the same lineup in Season Showdown as you do in the World Cup League. So I'm a little disappointed that so many of these teams decided to roll out 5 exactly the same lineups when you get to drop low score.
Maybe this is the all over 50 league and they don't know how to use a computer that well.
That's true. Maybe all these people are old.
Sorry, we apologize. There's a little button in the corner, and then you check all the ones you want to make the same.
But you just uncheck the one that says World Cup League, and then you just do that one manually.
And if you get confused, call Carlos.
All right. So we both picked the Valkyries to beat the People's Republic of De Alessandro. I actually think this is a really good matchup. I'm really excited about it. But the Valkyrie has a lot of our friends in it. So
D'Alessandro underscored their potential on this one, and we've been calling the Valkyries out as underdogs the whole time. I think this is when they make their move.
All right, and then we both picked Vertigo.
I picked it just because I hate the other team's name.
Are we
No lies.
You didn't like Are We the Greatest in the World?
Nope.
There's someone that I really like on Vertigo, and now that I'm in the moment, like I didn't write anything down, and I can't remember who it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, you get what you paid for when it comes to prep on something like this.
My brain isn't my brain
School
work.
got out yesterday. You're lucky we're recording anything.
Yeah, exactly. We're both teachers, and this is rough. Okay, Frenemies United FC took it over 5 Bros 1 Cup. Buttered Noodles lost to the Revengers. Coming up this week, we'll see the Frenemies United take on Buttered Noodles. Kevin, you took Frenemies United.
That's because spray on butter is disgusting, and I'll pick against them every single week.
I pick Buttered Noodles because they've got the strategy guy Joey from VizRec. 5
They required 12 spray bottles of butter for their noodles.
5 Bros Run Cup takes on the Revengers. The Revengers are led by House Harkonnen, former champion, so it was an easy pick for me right there. Kevin?
For me, it's that sweet packaging on the flag.
All right, sweet. That's pretty funny. Okay, Harry Kane Heist and Sweet Rabbit both fell into the trap that we talked about earlier, setting the same lineup for all 5 lineups. They end up with a tie. Wakanda took it over the Big Green. Kevin, you're a big fan of Wakanda, correct?
That's right.
They've got a lot
you
of.
can say I'm a fan of them forever.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of people that Kevin knows. I took Harry Kane Heist over Wakanda. Harry Kane Heist is a pretty solid team, top to bottom. I like them to win. Kevin, you took Wakanda because you said forever, correct?
That's right, Valverde, man.
Yeah,
we got this.
There's nothing. And then I took Sweet Rabbit. They got No Plex Zone, a couple other good players. I'm hoping they figure that strategy thing out we just talked about. Kevin?
I picked the Big Green because I think their goalie is finally going to figure out how to stop having those nightmares while they're dribbling the ball towards them and be able to actually block a shot.
All right, well, our stated goal was to come in under 8 minutes. We got here in about 9:15.
It's only because you fillered for like the first minute and a half.
Yeah.
That was rough.
It's the cut on my finger. It's distracting me, you know? So. Excuses.
Get your head in the game.
Excuses. I gotta get my head in the game. All right. So for Kevin Garver, I'm Nathan Santa. We will see you next week for your preview and review. And go BGR and the students.
That's it.